provide y'all with a 150,000 mile update along with some modifications that I added since the last video. I just got my car back today, April 5th, for a new oil drain plug because these threads were stripped from another place that did my oil change last time. So I had to spend about $1,000 just to get the new oil pan. But to here, alive and flesh. Prices, one of my new modifications right here. But let's dive into it. So first things first, since you guys saw it first, excuse my car, it's a little dirty. I try to do a lot of quick wash, a quick touchless wash, but he didn't get all the dirt off. As you can see, I'm gonna have to end up hand washing it either sometime this week coming up. But anyway, I added this new front lip right here. It looks very nice and aggressive. I got it paint matched at the body shop. So far so good. It's on there pretty good, so I don't think it's gonna come off. I did use screws to install that. Anyway guys, I apologize for the wind noise in advance. It is quite windy here today, even though it's 80 degrees. It feels very nice. Anyway, I did add this new rear lip spoiler right here. Looks very nice, adds an aggressiveness. It does have a little small gaps in it, but you know, it's not gonna be a perfect fit. But it is I would say, an 85% fit. The gaps are not that bad, but I would still prefer no gaps. But it is what it is. Although though, I'm still pretty happy with how it turned out. Now I need some side skirts to go with it, make it look even more aggressive, and then we can lower this bad boy. Alright guys, so I switched to a camera. Another mod that I did was I added a new Apple CarPlay unit. So it is paired to my phone at the minute, but you do got some other nice information on the screen. That's the music. My phone is connected. EQ settings, you know, it's more in depth than what you get on the standard system. AC controls do work fine. You can either use the screen or this. I usually use the buttons though. You know, all your menus, everything works, so that's great. Just start your Apple CarPlay. Hit the T-Link 5. It should connect to my phone. It is pretty nice. It's not that bad. Make sure you get the 4GB RAM one, or the 6GB RAM with 128 gigabytes for storage. Because you want this to be smooth. You don't want your system acting glitchy. This one's pretty smooth for the most part. The 128 with the 6 gigs of RAM will probably work a little bit faster, but you know, this is just fine. You know, all the music plays, it works. That's some of my music. It sounds pretty good. Can't agree with your choices, and I'm talking about my ex again. Always got me questioning, like where you been? Should I call you quick? On second thought, you probably missing. And to make it worse, I just hit her ass up again. Now my last machine from the best, and she ditched my ass, she Cape Verde. I don't really do this much, I falling down these old roads. Late nights with them great texts, girl, you know I'm having trouble trying to focus. Anyway, I don't want to get copyrighted, but that's the Apple CarPlay unit. It is immaculate. I love it. I will say though, It can disconnect. I don't know, when I get to a certain part of my drive, especially when I'm going to work, the specific location, it just cuts out. I don't know if it has something to do with the signal, they're changing the signal with the phone, and then it just freaks out and just disconnects. Usually I can just turn off Apple CarPlay through my phone and then turn it back on for this device, and then it works. But that's my only grievance with this system. It doesn't really happen that much, but when it does, it is kind of annoying. Overall, still better and a cheaper alternative to Grom. If I had the 2009-ish Plus with the different navigation screen, I probably would have went that route, because these systems are not really compatible with that. So, but since I had the pre-facelift screen, navigation screen with the backup camera, then yeah, that didn't really. I don't know. I don't want the Grom V-Line with that little screen, that small edge screen, you know. And plus the graphics are horrible. And my factory navigation screen had like a little distortion in the screen or something. But yeah. Now the backup camera does work. That's a big question I got. But it does work. You have to plug in the OBD2 thing from the back of the radio to your car. I got it kind of tucked in, but it does work. So guys, this wraps up the 150,000 mile update. I will be doing an in-depth review of this head unit, so we can go dive deeper into the unit, what it can do, because it has a lot of capabilities and stuff like that I did not go over in this video. But I just want to give y'all a general overview of the head unit in this car. It works pretty great most of the time, and my backup camera works as intended, so that's good. I do want to give you an additional update as well, along with the 150,000 mile update. I do have a check engine light that I'm facing because I have an O2 sensor that's messed up. It's the same one that the shop was supposedly fix, but they did not, because the code came right back that same week that it got replaced. Two, fuel vapor hose has some cracking and stuff like that leads to the purge valve. I'm also gonna replace the purge valve as well. All the symptoms and everything are leading up to those two things. The fuel vapor hose does have some cracking and stuff on it, so I will be doing a how-to video on how to replace that, because it's pretty simple, nothing too complicated. So yeah, just stay tuned for that, guys. I want to say thank you for your support and your patience. I am busy between work and school and, you know, my other hobbies as well. So I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my videos. And I love you guys. So thank you for watching. 2IS Adventures out.